Part 9, the basics of effective anti-aging skincare routine. What exactly are free radicals? You've probably heard the term free radicals mentioned in skincare and beauty articles and blogs, but most people don't know what they really are, much less the harm they can cause. Free radicals age your skin prematurely. The questions we need to ask about them: what exactly are they? How do they damage the skin? How do we help clients avoid this? Free radicals are unstable molecules that the body produces as a reaction to environmental and other pressures. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage at the cellular level, and that leads to diseases, illnesses, cancers, inflammation, and rapid aging of the skin. We've all agreed that it's best to wash your face morning and night, but why else should you create a great skincare routine? Well, the reason is because of the term free radicals. It gets brought up quite a bit, and there are several excellent reasons why it's important for clients to understand how they affect aging and skin health. Free radicals are tiny, unstable nanoparticles that are responsible for breaking down our skin's collagen and other cells, often resulting in unflattering complexions because they can cause skin blemishes like wrinkling, dark spots, fine lines, and sagging, and most important, cellular damage. The science of free radicals is important to understand, and while we cover some of the basics here, we need to explain that free radicals are important information for your clients. And we also need to talk about how they can potentially damage your client's skin. This will make you a better informed skincare coach, much better to educate your clients. Plus, your clients can make the right adjustments to protect their skin and keep it balanced and healthy. If you remember way back when to your science lessons about atoms, you'll actually recall that the atom is made of 3 parts: protons, neutrons, and electrons. Molecules are made of combinations of atoms that bind together to create our world. And this is helpful in understanding free radicals. First, we talk about the structure of atoms. An atom at its center has protons and neutrons. The electrons orbit around the center, which is called the nucleus. The stability of an atom depends on the balance of the charge, the positively or negatively charged protons, positively charged, and negatively charged electrons. In a normal neutral atom, the number of protons and electrons are in a balanced state. So ideally, electrons like to be in pairs. If you take nothing else from this little science tutorial, remember that paired electrons are happy, they're stable. And when an atom's structure breaks down, electron pairs split up. Free radicals are tiny nanoparticles that have become unpaired electrons, which makes them molecularly unstable. In nature, electrons that are unhappy and unstable try to become stable. It's no different for free radicals. That is exactly why free radicals are so dangerous. The free radical's goal is to grab onto electrons to create pairing stability. They need to pair up with electrons anywhere they can. And free radicals are in the business of stealing electrons. When free radicals steal, they do so by robbing other atoms of their electrons, and that creates another unstable state. So what is the association between free radicals and antioxidants? And why are antioxidants actually mentioned so much? Well, antioxidants are substances that can prevent or slow damage to the cell damage that's caused by free radicals. Antioxidants are actually sometimes called free radical scavengers because they seek out and destroy free radicals. And most important, antioxidants make unstable molecules stable again. So what's the association between pollution and free radicals. Pollution is a vital component to aging. Free radicals in the air, many attached to the air's pollution, are on the hunt for other electrons to reach a more stable state. And to become stable, they snatch them from other atoms. When they steal from our cells, the free radicals can actually accelerate the aging process. Our skin and our skin cells are particularly vulnerable to free radical damage. Why is that? Well, our body's cells are constantly changing and moving, so the skin cells are ceaselessly morphing, breaking down, shedding atoms. Molecules and electrons are in a high state of change left and right, and all of this action causes instability and volatility in the body cell. Additionally, skin cells are our most outward-facing cells, right in the path of where free radicals hunt. Our skin is always changing. Like I said, it's shedding cells and creating friction and transferring and picking up electrons as it moves. So as we go about our business, those hunting free radicals take advantage of how our cells naturally operate, and that's how they latch onto our skin cells' electrons. And that's really damaging. So what happens when UV light and UV rays have an association with free radicals? Well, a substantial amount of free radical formation is from UV radiation, and that's why the sun's rays are so damaging. So in summary, unpaired electrons, unstable, unhappy electrons without a mate are what's known as free radicals. These electrons don't behave well. Unpaired electrons cause havoc. They steal electrons from other atoms or molecules, and they can be very harmful indeed to our skin. Unfortunately, one of the easiest and least resisting place to steal them from is your body's ever-changing skin cells. We already established that free radicals need to steal from entities that are in flux, like the ones in human cells, and our bodies are the perfect prey. And because our skin is the body's largest organ and it's outward facing to where free radicals hunt, this makes the skin so vulnerable to free radical damage. So why is oxidation mentioned when people discuss free radical damage? Oxidation occurs when an atom, molecule, or ion loses one of its electrons in a chemical reaction. We said that free radicals steal electrons, which means that an atom is going to lose an electron. To better understand the true power of antioxidants, we have to understand the stealing nature of free radicals and how they grab electrons. And that's the part that oxidation plays in free radical damage. When atoms lose electrons, they're oxidized. Please note that the process of oxidation has absolutely nothing to do with oxygen. If you've ever left an avocado, an apple, or a banana out in the open air, you'll know that they turn brown fairly rapidly, and that's because the surface cells are being oxidized. The fruit's surface is being damaged because it's being oxidized. It's being impacted and changed by molecules in the air. And that chemical reaction also happens to our skin on the surface. That's why it gets deteriorating, and it has premature aging because of this deterioration. To fully understand why you have to combat free radicals and oxidation, just think of other words for the effects of oxidations and imagine these are used to describe what free radicals and oxidation do to your skin cells. None of these are positive. Let's look at the words decay, corrosion, weathering, rust, deterioration, decomposition, decline, degeneration. If you'd left the apple, the banana, or the avocado protected by leaving it in its skin or reducing the air around it, you would significantly slow down the oxidation process. Just the same, you can slow down the actual damage that free radicals cause through oxidation and decay by using a great skincare product or a great skincare regime. As you look at oxidation, your skin cells experience the exact same type of oxidation. When your skin's continually exposed to free radicals in the air, your skin is actually impacted negatively, just like apples, bananas, and avocados. The air we breathe is vital for our existence, but it's also the reason that we age. And just because you don't notice it doesn't mean that your skin isn't getting damaged prematurely or aging prematurely from the negative impact of the air all around us. So hopefully now you'll fully understand why it's critical to protect the skin from free radicals and oxidation. So now let's talk about why we have to understand the effects of oxidation on the skin. Oxidation stress, or cellular damage caused by free radicals, is a major cause of aging. This is vital to understand because just as there are ways to prolong the shelf life of your avocados and bananas and apples, you can do the same for your skin. There are ways to inhibit free radical damage and oxidation. To do this process, you provide electrons of your choosing to the free radicals. If you know they're going to steal electrons, no matter what, it's really smart to give them some, ones that you want them to take. And a great name for some of the good things you might provide to combat free radicals is called antioxidants. Anti means opposite. And that's why compounds and ingredients that counter the effects of free radicals oxidation are called antioxidants. Antioxidants are vitamins, chemicals, and other nutrients that protect your cells from the damaging effects of free radicals. Your body uses antioxidants to balance free radicals. This is something that's causing damage to other skin cells. Antioxidants can protect and reverse some of this damage. So what are some examples of antioxidants and how can we get them into our skincare and our body? What are antioxidants? Well, the scientific definition is that antioxidants are chemical compounds that lessen or prevent the adverse effects of free radicals. Antioxidants are molecules that combat free radicals and prevent oxidation damage to the cells. So how do they do that? Antioxidants are combinations of vitamins, minerals, molecules, or atoms that inhibit oxidation and prevent the oxidation of other molecules as well. So why is this oxidation thing so important to understand? Well, oxidation is a chemical reaction that can produce free radicals and chain reactions that may actually damage the body's and the skin's cells. Our skin incurs oxidative stress through environmental factors like pollution and UV rays from the sun. And although unhealthy habits like cigarette smoke and the consumption of processed foods can also lead to oxidative processes and free radicals, we do need a way to neutralize these free radicals that are wreaking havoc on our cells. That's why oxidation and antioxidants come in. Antioxidants actually donate an electron to free radicals, thereby reducing their reactivity by neutralizing them so that they can inhibit these reactions, especially chain reactions. How can we reduce free radicals using skincare? Well, you can't entirely get rid of the threat and the effects of free radicals because your body really can't produce enough countermeasures. The bottom line is you can significantly reduce their impact with some solid strategies in your diet and your skincare choices. Diet is really important. Eating antioxidant-rich foods like those containing the most well-known antioxidants, which are vitamins A, C, and E, are very effective. And the decision to take antioxidant supplements to safeguard your health, if you can't consume antioxidant-rich foods like blueberries, raspberries, kale, spinach, dark coffee, and some teas, is really good. And a general rule of thumb is that antioxidant-rich vegetables have a darker, fuller leaf, and fruits are more deeply covered, like raspberries and blackberries and blueberries. I would suggest that you tell your clients to consult a nutritionist or a licensed professional about how to incorporate antioxidants into their diet. This advice falls outside of skincare coaching expertise. Make sure that your skincare routine is complete with antioxidants. That's critical, and that falls within our realm. Let's delve into why. Well, Antioxidants, I call them hero warriors. When antioxidants bump into free radicals, which have an unbalanced, unpaired, unhappy electron, the antioxidants bind to them, immediately supplementing their extra electron to the free radicals. And that is the process of rendering them harmful. Free radicals are pretty much incapable of doing harm after you render them harmless. That's why I call antioxidant hero warriors, who seek out free radicals and fight for your cells, giving up their electrons to save yours. If they give free radicals what they want before the free radicals can harm your cells, they're true hero warriors.